on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Good morning and welcome to the morning show here on Tobago Updates Television. It is Friday, the 9th day of May 2025. Yes, it's the last working day of the week and we're coming to you live, not from the Port Mall this morning. We're on the outside. We are here at the Magdalena Grand Beach and Golf Resort. I am Adana Kumbi. This is the day that the Lord has made and we will rejoice and be glad in it.
Good morning, and my name is Akinabi Holder, and yes, we are outside Adana. The air is fresh and we are raring and ready to go. We are here at the Magdalena Grand Beach and Golf Resort and things are looking nice. The birds are chirping, the water is flowing in the background. It's excellent to be alive and to be among the land of the living.
That's right. And we always give God thanks for life and every opportunity to be on the outside, to breathe in the fresh morning air, and of course to be coming to you wherever you are and whatever you are doing. We're always so pleased that you make us a part of your morning routine. So whether you're making your morning fresh brew, you are in your garden, you're puttering around, we say welcome this morning and thank you so much for bringing us into your homes. We have a lovely, beautiful, amazing show lined up for you this morning, and we do hope that you could stay with us throughout the entire programming. But before we get into our conversations this morning, we head on over to the news in 90 seconds.
Thank you, Adana. Here is your news in 90 seconds for Friday, May 9th, 2025. In her first major address since taking office, Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessar outlined an ambitious reform agenda focused on fiscal responsibility, public accountability, and social investment. Speaking at a post-cabinet media briefing, she announced a sweeping policy shift, including plans to scrap the demerit points, review firearm license processes, operationalize forensic labs, and reopen the Petrotrin refinery. The Prime Minister revealed a 4.42 billion deficit for May and projected an 11 billion shortfall for 2025, blaming poor fiscal management by the previous administration. She outlined measures to address the crisis, including drawing down the central bank overdraft, refinancing treasury bills, using 1.76 billion from the Heritage Fund, and borrowing a further 1 billion. She pledged to honor public sector salary increases and invest in laptops for students. Cost-cutting measures include scrapping state funding, housing and security perks, capping MPs' vehicle allowances, and abolishing the TT Revenue Authority and current demerit points system. Up next, Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessar has outlined a flexible plan to govern from multiple locations across Trinidad and Tobago, including her private home. Persad-Bissessar emphasized this arrangement is temporary, not unprecedented, and that she receives no housing allowance. She will also utilize official residence in Port-of-Spain, Tobago, and the Red House as needed. Despite these changes, Persad-Bissessar remains fully accessible. Minister Barry Parrat confirmed the residence deterioration. Meanwhile, former Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley shared videos of the premises before vacating it in March. And finally, in some news of sports, after 2 decades of dedication and growth, the iconic Rainbow Cup Tobago International Triathlon will host its final event on June 7th, ending due to high cost and lack of sponsorship. Despite attracting over 300 participants and serving as a national and Carifta qualifier, organizer Jason Gooding says the 200,000 annual cost is unsustainable. Gooding now shifts focus to the Rainbow Cup Grenada launched in 2024. Grateful for Tobago's support and events' impact on youth and sport development, Gooding described the decision to end it as bittersweet. And that was your news in 90 seconds.
Thank you, Biana, for our news there in 90 seconds. And of course, the long-awaited post-cabinet media briefing took place yesterday evening, and we saw so many things coming out there, as you mentioned in the news this morning. Two things stood out to me. Primarily, I want to talk about, quite briefly, the demerit points on your driver's license. I'm not sure how I feel about that because I feel that was instituted to ensure that we remain accountable. And Akinlabi, you were saying that, while we were off air, that it really is to hold us accountable for the way we use the nation's roads. And so now going back, to me, I feel as if it's a step back. It's now you're giving road users the license to just be reckless. And, I feel as if the demerit points kind of held people together. You saw a lot. In fact, the TTPS reported that they were able to, hold people accountable. And you saw the reduction in road traffic accidents. You saw the reduction in people trying to get away with what was, these types of things. So for me, that's basically my takeaway from that.
Well, I agree with you concerning the demerit point system that, I would have liked to see it stay. I hope that the administration moves towards putting something in place, not just removing it totally and not putting something equivalent in place.
Well, I guess putting something in place as you remove it is something good that we should look forward to, but let's just wait and see what's, next for her.
It's what we can do. Wait to see what is happening next. Ladies and gentlemen, as I said to you, we're on the outset and we're happy to be here this morning. Biana, thank you. I know you're going to have an awesome, amazing weekend this weekend. And so we'll see you again on Monday. But guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We have to go to that special time of the morning where we celebrate with those who are celebrating. It's time for our birthday shout-outs. And of course, we here at Tobago Updates Television, we love to celebrate with you when you are this morning by saying a happy birthday to Miss Noella Price. Miss Noella Price is celebrating a birthday today. And we say happy birthday to you. We pray God's blessings upon your life. And we do hope that you have a wonderful, amazing birthday today. So happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday goes out to Mr. Alvin Guerra. Happy birthday to you, Mr. Guerra. We wish you God's richest blessings and that you spend today with friends and family, loved ones, and they shower you with love and care and show you appreciation. Happy birthday to you, Mr. Guerra.
And finally, bringing up our birthday celebrations, we say happy birthday to Mr. Delroy Julian. This is my classmate. Delroy Julian is celebrating a birthday today. Many of us and all of us know him by Baby. I wonder if I could put that out there in this open space. We do say a happy birthday to you. We pray God's blessings upon your life. We do hope that you have a wonderful, amazing birthday and that all your heart's desires are granted. So happy birthday to you as well. And of course, if we don't have your photographs, we still join in the celebration with you this morning, whether it is a birthday, an anniversary, whatever you are celebrating. We here at Tobago Updates Television, we join in the celebration with you. We remind you to put God first because He is the sole reason why there's even anything for you to celebrate. Akinabi, can you tell our viewers who we're having conversations with this morning?
Well, this morning we're going to continue our appreciation for Nurses Appreciation Week. So we're going to have in a male nurse today. Have those conversations with him. We're also going to have in Dr. Alina Williams. Dr. Alina Williams, she's going to be talking to us about the effects of motherhood and pressures and the demands of motherhood on mothers.
That's right. So we do hope, ladies and gentlemen, that you could stay with us throughout the entire program. And there's so much more in store for you today. We're on the outside, beautiful Magdalena Grand Beach and Golf Resort. We must say thank you to them for hosting us this morning and for bringing you on the journey. And we're so happy that you have accepted to be here with us this morning. Before we begin conversations this morning in our outdoor studio, we invite you to help us. Share the live, share the live, share the live. We'll be right back.
This is how it's gonna go. They better look up and look, 'cause this is your show, and everybody's gonna know. Say it to them once again. They better look up and look. This is your show, and everybody's gonna know. That's how it's gonna go. They better look up below, 'cause this is your show.
Courts is well known as the Caribbean's largest retailer, providing consumers for generations with the very best products to enhance their homes. This year, we bring our expertise to businesses. Courts Business Solutions will serve small, medium, and large companies with the very best products at the most competitive prices, backed by warranties and after-sales support. Hoteliers, office managers, restaurants, and so many more. Courts Business Solutions, a brand of the Unicomer Group.
Do you think you know Premier League or Champions League football? What about international cricket or the IPL and CPL? How about NBA basketball? Well, now you can put your skills to work to earn some extra cash by betting on the games with TT Bet Arena. Simply go to our website, choose a sport you want to bet on, find the games and place your bets. And with your computer or mobile device, you can bet from anywhere. Just go to ttbetarena.com, sign up for a free account, make a deposit, and start betting. It's that simple. You can even qualify for our $2,000 sign-up bonus. We also have horse racing, plus live casino games where you can bet using TT dollars. And check our new Tobago location at 7B Milford Road, Crown Point. For more info, call or WhatsApp 494-0634. TT Bet Arena, the #1 sports betting company in Trinidad and Tobago.
Want to get better? Where to start? What kind of exercise to do? What to eat? How to get restful sleep? Need a doctor to search for root cause? Look no further. Come to Majuba Hill Lifestyle Center Foundation at our Wellness Center in Goodwood, or Food Hub in Darrow Springs, Scarborough, or Doctor's Office in Goodwood and Darrow Spring. Contact 49SWIFT 4979438.
The best place to stay in Tobago is at Thorn's Place, with rates starting as low as 200 TT. Call or WhatsApp 745-7306 or 682-8676. We are located uptown Scarborough, 5 minutes away from the port. Remember, at Thorn's Place, our aim is to make your stay safe and affordable.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Welcome back to the morning show here on Tobago Updates Television, and thank you so much for staying with us. As you are aware, we outside this morning. We are at the Magdalena Grand Beach and Golf Resort, and we begin our conversations this morning by speaking with a clinical psychologist, Dr. Alina Williams. As you are aware, this weekend we celebrate mothers. Yes, it's Mother's Day weekend this weekend, and in as much as we celebrate mothers, we also have to look at who a mother is and the demands that are placed on a mother. And no better person to speak about that this morning than Dr. Williams. Good morning and welcome.
Thank you. Good morning, and good morning to our viewing public. Good morning, Tobago. And let me extend a happy early Mother's Day to all mothers.
That's right. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. And, as I mentioned, the mother, there are so many demands placed on a mother, in the workplace, at home, socially, so many things that she's responsible for. And what are some of these things that, you can identify in terms of she has to do this, she has to do that, and trying to find herself in the midst of all that is going on?
Right. So definitely motherhood is a journey of sacrifice. We are involved in so many roles, and the thing is, we have so many internal scripts about what it means to be a mother. We are trying to be the perfect mom. We're trying to be good at our career and probably climb the scale in our career. We want to maintain friendships. We want to maintain our personal or individuality. And so I think sometimes the conflicting roles places excessive demands on us because we are called to do multiple things. If you're a wife, if you're a spouse, you're somebody's daughter, you still have to do so many, and that burden takes a toll. We have the professional demands, the personal demands, the career demands, and then of course the demands from the children.
That's right.
And those demands are huge. You know, I would say motherhood is one of the hardest things that I have done and that many of the women that come to see me have done as well.
And you know, what are some of the telltale signs? How do you know as a mother, listen, I need to step back and reflect, reassess what is happening and take some time off for myself?
So I could say from experience with my clients that one of the things a lot of mothers experience is that irritability or change in emotions, where you're very snappy, you're not able to emotionally regulate well. So you find that mothers experience some sort of changes in how they respond to situations because a lot of it comes from being tired too. So there's mental fatigue and then there's physical fatigue. And physical fatigue is very easy to recover from. We usually get that when we rest, but recovering from mental fatigue is harder. So when you notice that you're sleeping, but you're not feeling rested, that's a sign that you need to step back. And a lot of that comes from the mental load that is placed on mothers. Another thing I would say is to be aware of loss of enjoyment or pleasure. It's a term that is known as anhedonia in the psychiatry setting. So when you find that you're doing things and you're no longer getting pleasure from it, you're no longer feeling happy or content by activities you once enjoyed, then that's a sign that you need some time for yourself. And then, of course, other little changes like being detached from people, being detached from your loved ones, experiencing depersonalization, you know, not feeling like you are yourself anymore. And overall, just having changes in things like your appetite, your sleep, not able to concentrate, and having severe mom brain, you know. So you have difficulty remembering things, staying on task, and focusing.
Dr. Williams, so you highlighted a number of things that mothers can go through. But what are some of the things that they can do once they identify the issues? What are some of the things that they could do to decompress, relax, and recover?
Yes. So one of the things I have experienced in myself, and I see that in my clients, is this concept known as mom guilt. In reality, we want to give so much to everybody and so much to everything else but ourselves. So one of the first things is to take care of yourself. We need to make time to fill our own cups. And that calls for getting back to doing things that you love, or, you know, making time for hobbies, making time for exercise. You want to choose self-care that is sustainable. So this is not just doing a bubble bath once a week or, you know, paying an exorbitant fee to have a massage. That's not required. If you can do that, sure. But I'm talking about small, simple steps that you could take daily that helps you to recharge and refuel and feel like you're able to take on the capacity to give, because we can't pour from an empty cup. And in reality, we should pour from the overflow of our cup, not just from what's inside the cup. And so you have to position yourself for that. So I think we need to invest in ourselves by carving out time daily to do things that make us feel good.
Okay, and you know, some mothers might be able to do that.
Yes.
Other mothers may struggle a bit in terms of doing that.
Yeah.
Are there any support groups that could help mothers cope and get better and work through the issues?
So one of the common themes I've noticed is that a lot of mothers are raising children without a village. We don't have the concept of the village that we grew up in. And I know that really motherhood becomes more bearable when we have social support. Because for all the things I've said, you need somebody there to take your child if you're going to exercise, for example, right? So support is so essential, and while there may not be many formal support groups in Tobago that helps mothers, there are some groups, of course, like the Adolescent Teen Mothers Program that will help adolescent mothers navigate parenting and what to expect. There may be some other support groups that more deal with the prenatal, postnatal phase, like Lamar's support groups, etc. But once you've had that baby, you're very much on your own and you rely on your social support system. So I would say if you don't have one, create one. And create one with other mothers that could identify with what you're going through, but also not judge you, because a very difficult part of motherhood is always feeling judged. When we go on the internet, you're feeling judged for breastfeeding, and then on the other hand, you're feeling judged for not breastfeeding long enough. You're feeling judged for being a stay-at-home mom, or you're feeling judged for choosing your career and sending your child to daycare. So I would say choose a group of people that you feel supported by, that you could rely on, that you could get good information from. And once you've had that support in your life, I would say be a support system to other mothers too. I have 2 good friends and colleagues that I have turned to for honest information about motherhood. I mean, I would say they're Chanel Mahoney and Jamila Messiah. I know I could go to them when I need an honest, accurate representation of what motherhood is and what to expect. And I remember asking both of them, does it get easier? Because so many people say, oh, it gets easier with time and it will get better. And both of them were like, listen, no, it doesn't get easier.
That's right.
It just gets harder in a different way. And so I think having people around you where you could be honest and open with, and they will provide accurate feedback of what to expect, is so important.
That is a lot to unpack, and I kind of identify with the things that you've spoken about as a mother myself. I do hope that the mothers out there will take heed, take on board, the advice coming from the psychologist this morning to ensure that you are in a good place as we celebrate mothers this weekend. Before you go, what is your absolute perfect Mother's Day experience like?
So for me, and I hope somebody's paying attention.
That's right.
So for me, a perfect Mother's Day would be not having to be emotionally and mentally responsible for anything on that day. I think what makes motherhood hard is the mental load of planning and preparing and organizing. It's on a Sunday. Sunday is the day that I would start preparing for the week ahead. What do I have to cook? What do I have to organize? I have to do the laundry. I have to iron the clothes. I have to do this or do that. So a perfect Mother's Day would be me not having to worry or think about that, to not have to give emotionally, and honestly being in a nice, quiet, dark room, reading a book is perfect for me, because I love recharging. For me means doing things in isolation.
Right. And I do hope that you are able to enjoy that experience on Mother's Day. And thank you so much for coming this morning and sharing your knowledge with us. All the best.
Thank you.
And I'm going to check in to see how your Mother's Day went.
Very good. And a happy Mother's Day again to everyone in Tobago, to all mothers, whether by birth, by adoption, by nurturing. Happy Mother's Day to you, and continue doing what you do to shape our nation's future.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been speaking with Dr. Alina Williams, clinical psychologist. We're talking about the paces that mothers have to go through and how we have to balance all these things to ensure that we remain our true selves in society. We have to go for a short break before we continue conversations. But before we go for this break, of course, again, happy Mother's Day to all the beautiful mothers out there. I do hope that you have an amazing, amazing Mother's Day experience this weekend. In the meantime, we have to invite you to help us. Share the live, share the live, share the live. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Tobago Glass Supplies, where innovation meets excellence and service reigns supreme.
Well, I want a proper window for me house, yeah? I want no shake thing in my place.
Our commitment is simple: to provide high-quality, innovative aluminum, vinyl, and glass solutions for both commercial and residential spaces.
We get one wall on the side and we get one hole. You can put a window there, invent something, a window for put there.
At TGSL, we don't just meet needs, we exceed expectations. Our range includes the finest aluminum cladding options, setting new standards in durability and style.
Well, me meet ya. Me don't know who I'm talking to, but I have the cousin Tofina tell me for call all you go get proper thing for put that, me no know.
Driven by our passion to elevate, we aim to be the leading supplier in the Caribbean market while retaining our identity as a family-owned business.
Driven? No, I ain't driving. I get a bus ticket. One of me picnic them go drop me down there. Must bring me down there. Russo Trace Springer down by the page down there.
Because at Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, it's not just about products, it's about relationships. It's about you.
It's all about me? Who's your family? You know Edna and Dorka and them, you know them, but you resemble them Edward boy and them Edward people them you.
Tobago Glass Supplies, Russo Trace Spring Garden, telephone number 639-6266. Innovation, quality, service. That's Tobago Glass Supplies Limited.
Are you in a dispute with a registered investment service provider of the TTSEC? Or maybe you're the victim of an investment scam? You can lodge a complaint or submit an anonymous tip to the Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission. Download our Investor Protection app or go to ttsec.org.tt to access our complaint form or submit an anonymous tip. Write a clear summary of your complaint. Submit copies of supporting documents along with the originals for verification. Provide a copy of the feedback received from the entity regarding your complaint. All investor complaints or scam reports submitted by the public are acknowledged and reviewed by the TTSEC. Investigations are pursued based on the outcome of the review. Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission, protecting the interests of investors and the public. You invest, we protect. Everyone benefits.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
So we are outside at the Magdalena Grand Beach and Golf Resort, and we continue our conversations about Nurses Appreciation Week. And in studio we have with us Mr. Marlon Abraham, who is a male mental health nurse. Good morning and welcome, Mr. Abraham.
Hi, good morning.
So it's very interesting, a male perspective on nursing, and you are a mental health nurse.
Yeah.
So just tell us, what is it like being a male nurse? Firstly, and then a mental health nurse.
Okay. So being a male nurse, it has so much different meaning for me. But before I could answer that, I have to say what actually got me into nursing itself as a male. Now, I've had the privilege of working in the environment, TRHE, for like about 3 years, thereabout, and so forth. Nursing was never really something that was on my plate to say, well, when I grew up, I want to be a nurse, etc., etc. I knew nothing about nursing. But being exposed to that environment and seeing how nurses operated kind of opened my mindset to say, well, here, what, this is something that I can appreciate and something that might be fulfilling and make a difference in my life. Mm-hmm. So I've took that journey and I've never regretted it since then. I feel a passion about being in an environment where I can actually give a lot to my community and feel some sense of purpose within myself. So for being a male nurse, that's exactly what it means, being someone who can, give back to his community and find purpose, be purposeful in this society that I'm living in.
And concerning being a mental health nurse, just tell us, what does that entail? What is it about?
Right. So being a mental health nurse, it's a specialty area of nursing, right? I'm actually working as a mental health officer, which is a community mental health nurse. So we specialize and there's a focus on maintaining mental health of the individual, the family, the community, with using the concept of nursing and primary health care. Okay? put it this way, as a mental health nurse, we are tasked with the responsibility of maintaining the welfare, of all those persons who are suspected of having mental illness or even diagnosed with mental illness. So there's an aim of prevention, promotion of mental health care, providing access to holistic care for these individuals, rehabilitation, advocacy, collaborating with other individuals, crisis intervention, as well as teaching. And, at somewhere along the path, we'll have to be engaged in research and evaluation. So, with that said in mind, with that focus in mind, we actually focus on, the holistic intervention for those and enhancing mental health for those individuals within the community, making them feel safe to access the services and to eradicate the fear of stigmatization, because, mental health has that connotation towards it in terms of the stigma of having a mental illness, which prevents persons from actually going to access the services that we have available for them.
You spoke about earlier, you were talking about providing that measure of care for persons with mental health and even their families, building community around people who need that type of support. Is it that you also provide the education and the awareness to the family members, relatives of persons who are suffering or have, any type of mental, have need for mental support?
So very high on the agenda is that of support. Okay? Now, support comes socially, so we might have need, whether it's financial, the social, educational, etc. We cannot exclude the family from the individuals who is suffering from mental illness, because one of the challenges that mental health have with those individuals, they have a false perception of reality and who they are, how they're supposed to function, etc. So to bring them back to the norm, we have to try to integrate the family, teach them about mental illness, teach them about what to expect, how to care for these individuals. That also is especially important because we have a lot of relapses taking place. So by teaching the individuals about, how to care and how to recognize these signs and symptoms, it leads for more early intervention and prevent those massive relapses that may occur from time to time. So if I teach you more how to handle your children, your parents, your friends, it gives us less, it's less of a burden on the system, because we actually, have a lot on our plate from time to time.
And I could imagine, as you said, less of a burden on the system. I know sometimes, especially the healthcare system, becomes overwhelmed, primarily due to, could be negligence or misinformation or no information at all. So I am happy that you brought up the point where you definitely have to raise communities around people to ensure we have the education and we kind of know how to approach situations, thereby allowing for the system not to be too overwhelmed and be able to adequately and effectively care for those who need the type of care. In terms of nursing practitioner, what are some of the things or some of the myths that people go away with, or some of the things people don't understand about nursing, and especially from your perspective as a male nurse, what are some of the things people kind of get confused with that they really need to understand?
So I can answer in terms of mental health. Now, we have a very religious background, a very religious community. So one of the myths about that is that all mental illnesses, it's obia. All right. So people don't really understand what actually is mental illness. It's not like you can go to the lab and you take a blood test and we say, well, here what you have bipolar or schizophrenia, etc. Thereabout. It's more about the observation of the behaviors, their thoughts, how they interact and how they function. And we are guided by principles and a long history of information that actually guides us into that. Also, when someone seeks mental health care, some individuals see it as a form of weakness, and that's quite challenging, especially for men, because men actually are individuals who don't really like to feel that way. So they really tend to shy away from seeking help. All right. So imagine if the family believes that this is not this is not something that is psychological or psychologically wrong with the individual. Let's say, well, here, this is religious. You just think about their reaction towards seeking help and treatment. So there's that stigmatization, lack of belief within the care that we offer, as well as many persons see when you come to mental health and you get the medication, the person goes mentally ill. They become mentally unwell. But you see, they were not able to understand the development of the mental illness in the individual. So they go around with that thought. So hence the reason why we pay a big focus on education and help providing that information to individuals so that they can understand and accept the treatment and the care that we provide for individuals.
Thanks. I was going to ask you about the prevalence of mental illness in Tobago as a mental health nurse.
Yeah. So some of the mental health illnesses are very high on the list, as much as you could say 1 in every 25 individuals may be suffering from a mental illness. So let's take, for example, let's roughly off the chart. We have several clinics about the hospital and in the community and so forth. And on a weekly basis, sometimes we don't even have enough room for new clients. So it's something that is very interesting, and it can also be troubling because you're seeing so many persons with so many challenges within the community. But yet still we have to understand that not because persons seek our services, not every illness can be termed the same, because some people just have difficulty adjusting and coping with the realities and the stresses of daily living. So it's not just about mental illnesses, it's more the focus on mental health rather than the illnesses that may be prevalent within the society.
You know, I must applaud you. I must, of course, say thank you so much for choosing this career path. And for being so passionate in terms of sharing the information and educating people, and not just the focus on the individual who might need the help or support, but also being emphatic about creating communities around people and bringing the information on the outside. And of course, I must say happy Nurses Appreciation Week to you, as well, and to all your colleagues who are working and ensuring you provide that measure of care to persons who depend upon the healthcare system for their recovery or whatever situation. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been speaking with male mental health nurse Marlon Alexander, and I must say again, happy Nurses Week to all of our nurses in Trinidad and Tobago for doing an amazing, wonderful, marvelous job. We appreciate you, and there are so many things that we are learning as we have conversations with our nurses, things that we didn't even pay consideration to, things that we didn't even think existed in the practitioner, and so we do appreciate you even more today than we did yesterday. We have to go for a short break before we continue conversations, and as we go, we invite you to help us. Share the live, share the live, share the live. We'll be right back.
With Flow Business's new smart solutions, powered by super fast, reliable broadband, you'll feel like there are more versions of you working for you. From website design, development, and digital marketing to promote your business, 24/7 business class support to cloud solutions, security, and more. Multiply your growth today.
Coconut's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, bull joil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules, or if you are having a cooking day off.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries, and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tobago's at your service.
Do you think you know Premier League or Champions League football? What about international cricket or the IPL and CPL? How about NBA basketball? Well, now you can put your skills to work to earn some extra cash by betting on the games with TT Bet Arena. Simply go to our website, choose a sport you want to bet on, find the games and place your bets. And with your computer or mobile device, you can bet from anywhere. Just go to ttbetarena.com, sign up for a free account, make a deposit, and start betting. It's that simple. You can even qualify for our $2,000 sign-up bonus. We also have horse racing, plus live casino games where you can bet using TT dollars. And check our new Tobago location at 7B Milford Road, Crown Point. For more info, call or WhatsApp 494-0634. TT Bet Arena, the #1 sports betting company in Trinidad and Tobago.
TNTech is pleased to advise that its Roxborough Service Center has reopened. Starting Monday, 10th March, customers can once more visit the Roxborough Administrative Building to pay TNTech bills, request new connections, and more. TNTech, powering the nation into the next generation.
It's a different type of thing down there. And we party till we drop down there. With a lot of pretty girls down there. Down in Tobago.
Rotisserie, mouth-watering fries, salads, combos, and specials galore. Feeling for something to eat? Come and see. Our rotisserie is seasoned to the T. Kicking chicken, masala, and jerk roast. Crispy fries made from scratch. Who do you know can't beat that? Or salads freshly cut and packed. When you taste it, you'll be wanting to come back. So come check us out on number 2 Robinson Street, Uptown Scarborough, Tobago. We open on Saturday nights from 7:30 to 11:30 p.m. Monday to Thursday, we're open from 10 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. and on Friday, 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us at 772-7443 and all social media handles at The Rotisserie Factory.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Welcome back to the morning show here on Tobago Updates Television, and thank you so much for staying with us. We continue conversations in our outdoor studio. Remember, today we are at the Magdalena Grand Beach and Golf Resort, and we continue conversations this morning as we speak with Miss Darianne Phillips. She is a designer, and a good one at that. She represents euphoric design, just in case you're wondering, and we're talking about Fashion Coda 7 this morning. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning. Good morning.
Of course, a pleasure having you here this morning as we speak about Tobago Fashion Coda 7. Being a designer and, of course, being a part of the show and having your designs being on display in the show. And I know we had a postponement. Of course, you had a little bit more time to come up with a little bit more things. And when we spoke the first time, you spoke about the fact that, you know, the pace in terms of having to design and to roll out and the excitement that comes with coming up with these designs and the production. And so this morning we want to talk a little bit about what is going to be presented at Fashion Coda this year for you.
For me, personally, I am doing swimsuits. So I have all my pieces already. I'm just gonna put on like final touches because I now have more time.
Right,
so the
right.
postponement was a good thing on my part. So I could just add a little flair here, bring a little gems here, that kind of vibe. And that's the plan. The swimsuits.
Right.
Swimsuits.
So what's the name of the design line, the line?
Well, come to the show and you would see.
Not letting the cat out of the bag.
You would see.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And what, in terms of putting out a production for a show like this, what do you look forward to the most when you are preparing and designing to get ready for the stage?
So the getting ready is me being in my zone, not having distractions. Like my son, he is very well aware of what happens when it happens. And this time he would go into his room and he would stay there. And I would just be in my zone. He's big enough to handle his own food and that kind of thing. So I'm just literally in my zone all the time. Just trying to make sure that what I need to see is there.
Right.
Because I don't sketch.
Oh, you're one of those, right?
So I don't sketch. So it's there from here straight to the piece.
Right.
Right. And it's exciting when I could actually accomplish the silhouettes that I'm looking forward to as the most exciting part of it, to be very honest.
In terms of your designs, what do they represent for you as a designer, as a self-taught? I'm only just learning that you're self-taught. What does it represent for you, your personality, who you are?
That's it. It represents me. So what I try to do is let my pieces speak to who I am. So I would have done a collection, She Blues, and it represented every month, the birth flower of every month. And it tied back to who I am, because I can give everybody a different version of me, and it would still be authentically me. Right? So Adana's not gonna get the same version that Akinlabi would get. But I use my pieces to show the different parts of me, because you might feel like when you see me interacting with Akinlabi, you might feel like, but that's not how she's doing me. She's fake. But no, it's not that I'm fake. This is who I am with him, and this is who I am with you. And I can be all of those things. And I can show that I am all of those things through my pieces.
Right.
So, yes.
So something like a Tobago Fashion Coda is a very well-established brand in the fashion industry, not just in Tobago, but in Trinidad and Tobago. Tell us what the excitement feels like leading up to this event.
Leading up, it is a, wow, I accomplished something because I attended the 2018 installments of the event, and I was just there like, I need to be a part of this.
Wow.
I need to be a part of this, and now here I am. It is a very humbling experience, because you're ticking all the boxes.
I'm talking about ticking boxes. Today we have some of your models who are going to showcase your pieces this morning.
These pieces are not any of the pieces that would be on show.
Right.
Just a taste of what could be.
Just a little taste of the models and what could be there.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, so we have Cariel. Everybody. Once you've been to a fashion show, you should know Cariel.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, Cariel has been modeling forever. I like that's how I know her as a model.
Right.
I don't even know what she does outside of modeling. Right? But yeah, we have Cariel, and then we have Jovel. I met Jovel last year, officially in this field, and Jovel is amazing. Jovel's skin is amazing. I am all about black girls, dark skins, and encouraging, embracing that. And Jovel has it, and she's very confident. She's very good, So yeah, Jovel.
So talk us through this piece.
So this is actually a piece that I had created initially for myself. Yeah, and again, it's all about accomplishing the silhouette that you're looking for. So the mermaid cut, the cut under the boob, all of that was what I needed to get from it, and I did definitely get that. Yeah, this is not what I'm going to be presenting
Right.
on the night because I'm doing fully swimsuits, but this is just a taste of euphoric design.
Right.
So as you said,
And an outfit like this, where would you wear? Where would you wear an outfit like this?
Yeah, so something classy like an all-inclusive concert vibe, concert setting, all-inclusive setting, more than anything else.
And then the model of models.
And then the Madame Carriel. So we have Carriel in a swimsuit today, right? You see that torso? That torso.
I need to hit the gym.
Look at her face. Look at her face. She's giving face. Yeah? Carriel is very well experienced in the field.
So tell us about the design, the cutout at the front and the details, you know.
So again, it's all about the silhouette. Yeah, so the high cut and accentuates the hip. So when it is just where she has her hands on the hip there. Once the cut is above that, you get an illusion of hips.
Right.
For some of us who were not naturally blessed with hips. Carriel was, but some of us who were not naturally blessed, you cut it in a specific way to give you what you're looking for.
Right.
Yeah.
So we look forward to pieces like this and so much more at the Fashion Coda. Wow. Self-taught designer Akilabi. We're thinking, we're telling yourself.
But I thought you were sketching the things out, but to take it from your mind and put it directly into the piece, that is
a gift from God.
Yeah, that is brilliant.
That is divine.
That is brilliant.
Yeah, and of course, we wish you the absolute best. We look forward to seeing the collection. If this is just a taste of it, we look forward to the collection at the Fashion Coda, which takes place right here at the Magdalena Grand on the 31st of May. Yes.
5 p.m.
Right, so we wish you the very best and we look forward to what is to come. Ladies and gentlemen, Fashion Coda, as you are aware, was postponed until the 31st of May 2025 right here at the Magdalena Grand from 5 p.m. So if you don't have your tickets yet, now is a good time to try getting your tickets because you want to be a part of all that is happening right here. Local designers showcasing their talents, their pieces, the work and their own personalities going into what they have been doing. So get your tickets, come on down. And if you're looking for something to do, Fashion Coda is the place to be. Darianne said she was there 2018. And now she is displaying her pieces. That might be you in the next couple of years. You never can tell. So come on down to Fashion Coda. Ladies and gentlemen, before we go to our break or before we end the show, we have a winner. Remember, we had a Mother's Day competition this week. Yes, Mother's Day competition. And we have winners for our competition this week. And the winners are going to be announced on this show, just as we promised you. And the winner for the Magdalena Grand Beach and Resort brunch is Miss QJ Stewart. Miss QJ Stewart, you are the winner. Round of applause for QJ Stewart. QJ Stewart, you will be contacted to claim your prize. Brunch for you and your mother, my good friend, Summer Alonso. She'll be going to brunch with her daughter, QJ Stewart. And the winner for the Manta Lodge, Akilabi, do you have that one?
Yes, the winner for the Manta Lodge brunch for 2 is Miss Charisse Taylor. Congratulations to you, Miss Charisse Taylor. You will be contacted, or you could come into the Tobago Update studio before 1 p.m. to collect your prize, or you can contact 745-4468. So again, the winner for the Manta Lodge brunch for 2 is Miss Charisse Taylor. Congratulations to you.
And congratulations to both our winners. Make sure to claim your prize. As Akinlabi said, you contact 745-4468 or come to the Tobago Update studios to collect your prize. Many, many congratulations. And of course, happy Mother's Day to all of our mothers in Tobago, all of our mothers who tune into the morning show here on Tobago Update Television, all our mothers who support us and encourage us. You are the reason why we remain #1 for talk show here on the island of Tobago. This is where we end the morning show, but it's not where we end our programming. Stay tuned with us. We have a special edition of GMT coming up next. But in the meantime, we invite you to help us. Share the live, share the live, share the live.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Is preparing for the 2026 budget and the schools are back in session. All this and more in this week's episode of 116. Let's go.
One. 6. Beautiful island.
Chief Secretary of Tobago, the Honorable Fali Augustine, attended the swearing-in ceremony of the 9th Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, the Honorable Kamla Prasad Visesa, which was held at the President's house in Trinidad. Also in attendance were the newly elected MPs for Tobago East and West, David Thomas and Joel Sampson, respectively. In preparation for the 2026 fiscal budget, the Tobago House of Assembly is encouraging the members of the public and the stakeholders to give their recommendations, feedback, suggestions to make an informed decision in the best interest of Tobagonians. You can do so by scanning the QR code on screen and forwarding your recommendations there. For more information, you can visit the Division of Finance, Trade and the Economy's Facebook page. Students and teachers across Tobago returned to school on April 29th with fresh energy and a focus. The Division of Education, Research and Technology encouraged everyone to finish strong in this final leg of the academic year. 4-H Tobago, in collaboration with the FAO and the 4-H National Council, installed 3 hydroponic systems at schools across Tobago: Scarborough Secondary, Roxborough Secondary and the Little Joes ECCE. This aims to promote food sustainability on the island. The public has been advised that during the closed hunting season, the sale of orange-winged parrots is illegal. Under the Conservation of Wildlife Act, possession of young or juvenile parrots may result in a fine of up to $100,000. Individuals selling these birds are urged to stop immediately and comply with the law.
Well, for me is don't play the thing with the 2 long ears. I think most Tobagonians know what that means.
Yeah. Work it in the day, produce body free, and look for in the night. Something so. Yeah.
Right? When you see goat with its half rope, let it hang. That is one of our sayings in Tobago. That when we speak about someone, when you see somebody in trouble and they don't want to help themselves, leave them where you see them, do not pick them up.
Sayings that Tobagonians supposed to know is one, me knock my titty knock my back. You're supposed to know what that is, and me and he or me and she cocoa na soak. You understand? Tobago.
And that's for this week's episode of 116. If you've missed any of our episodes, you can catch them all on our social media platforms. We're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and we also have a WhatsApp channel. I'm Patricia Nicholson Richards, and I'll catch you in our next episode.
One. 6. Beautiful island.
You're viewing Tobago Updates Television, your exclusive gateway to Tobago, broadcasting the beauty of this island paradise to the world.
a brand new dawning as the passion start to rise. The energy fill the skies. I say thanks for favor to wake up and hear me neighbor. 60,000 people strong and the vibes is never wrong. We are beauty, we are power. We are people in the sun. We are beaches, we are rivers. We are melanated ones. We special and there is no denying. Tobago is number one. I am you and you are me. Together we're stronger. Good morning, Tobago. Good morning, Tobago. Good morning, Tobago. Tobago updates. Good morning, Tobago. Let's go, go. It's a brand new morning. Rise up to a brand new dawning as the passion start to rise. The energy fill the skies. I say thanks for favor to wake up and hear me neighbor. 60,000 people strong and the vibes is never wrong. We are beauty, we are power. We are people in the sun. We are beaches, we are rivers. We are melanated ones. We special and there is no denying. Tobago is number one. I am you and you are me. Together we're stronger. Good morning, Tobago. Good morning, Tobago. Good morning, Tobago. Tobago updates. Good morning, Tobago. Let's go, go. It's a brand new morning. Rise up to a brand new dawning as the passion start to rise. The energy fill the skies. I say thanks for favor to wake up and hear me neighbor. 60,000 people strong and the vibes is never wrong. We are beauty, we are power. We are people in the sun. We are beaches, we are rivers. We are melanated ones. We special and there is no denying. Tobago is number one. I am you and you are me. Together we're stronger. Good morning, Tobago. Good morning, Tobago.
Welcome to Tobago Glass Supplies, where innovation meets excellence and service reigns supreme.
When I want a proper window for my house, yeah? I want no shake thing in my place.
Our commitment is simple: to provide high-quality, innovative aluminum, vinyl, and glass solutions for both commercial and residential spaces.
We get one wall on the side and we get one hole. You can put a window there, invent something, a window for put there.
At TGSL, we don't just meet needs, we exceed expectations. Our range includes the finest aluminum cladding options, setting new standards in durability and style.
Well, me meet ya. Me don't know who I'm talking to, but my cousin Tufina tell me for call all you go get proper thing for put there. Me don't know.
Driven by our passion to elevate, we aim to be the leading supplier in the Caribbean market while retaining our identity as a family-owned business.
Driven? No, I ain't driving. I get a bus ticket. One of me pick me them go drop me down there. Must bring me down there. Russo Trace Printer down by the place down there.
Because at Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, it's not just about products, it's about relationships. It's about you.
It's all about me? Who's your family? You know Edna and Dorka and them, you know them, but you resemble them Edward boy and them Edward people them you.
Tobago Glass Supplies, Russo Trace Spring Garden, telephone number 639-6266. Innovation, quality, service. That's Tobago Glass Supplies Limited.
Do you think you know Premier League or Champions League football? What about international cricket or the IPL and CPL? How about NBA basketball? Well, now you can put your skills to work to earn some extra cash by betting on the games with TT Bet Arena. Simply go to our website, choose a sport you want to bet on, find the games and place your bets. And with your computer or mobile device, you can bet from anywhere. Just go to ttbetarena.com, sign up for a free account, make a deposit, and start betting. It's that simple. You can even qualify for our $2,000 sign-up bonus. We also have horse racing, plus live casino games where you can bet using TT dollars. And check our new Tobago location at 7B Milford Road, Crown Point. For more info, call or WhatsApp 494-0634. TT Bet Arena, the #1 sports betting company in Trinidad and Tobago.
Host Natalie Seeley Richardson. It's GMT. Good morning, Tobago, and we are coming to you live from the Magdalena Grand. It's a beautiful Friday morning. The skies are clear, it's bright, and I have a bright guest with me this morning in studio, and her name is Kadika Pollard. Good morning, Kadika, and welcome to
good morning,
GMT.
Good morning.
So glad you can be with us this morning.
Thank you for inviting me.
So viewers, we know that we do things differently in Trinidad and Tobago. So we know Mother's Day is on Sunday, but we don't just say Mother's Day, we say Mother's Day weekend. So it begins from all now, and we do the same for Father's Day. All right, so we're talking about how we can take care of mommy for Sunday, and not just Sunday. Mommy needs to be taken care of on many other days as well. So Kadika, tell us about your business.
Yes, my business is Exhale Spa by Haley. We are located in Buku, right? And we have a wide range of services, and you're going to have an experience today.
All right.
So we are bringing the Exhale experience to people of Tobago, and it is a beautiful thing where we offer them. We have facials, massages, manicure, pedicure, and we even do body sculpting, right? That's not something that most people do in a spa. So it's full service, and everything we do is tailored to the client, right? So we don't learn a technique and use it. We actually investigate what the person needs and learn their body to be able to help them.
So it's customized and personalized.
Yes, personalized.
Kadika, tell me how you got into this profession.
Well, I was introduced to it very young. My mother studied aesthetics in London.
Okay.
So she introduced me to it and I fell in love with it because I always like helping people. So with being able to help people in this field, it was easy for me to gradually get into it. So I fell in love with massages. I fell in love with pedicures. So nails and art. So we got into this business. She started in 2007, right? I would have been too young, right? But I was still part of the business, part of a learning experience. So I got into it for myself in 2010 when I went to Trinidad and they had people coming from America to teach it.
Okay.
So I got into that program and I really fell in love with learning more about it. And then the care part of it was always part of me because I'm also in healthcare.
Right.
So merging the two is what has set the standard for what I do now.
Right.
So it's
Excellent.
not just about looking good, but feeling good and actually having that journey of rejuvenation and healthy aging.
Right. Do you think that as a society, those of us here in Tobago, that we're really into the self-care? Is it becoming more prominent? Are people paying more attention to self now? Or we still just waiting for the occasions like Mother's Day, Father's Day, birthdays to avail of these services?
Well, what happens is health care hits us late. Right? We don't have much young people saying this is the time for me to keep my youth.
Right.
People just trying to regain their youth. So this is where we tailor our services to help people rejuvenate and regain what they've lost. So when we get a service for you, it's for you.
Right, not you.
Right? When we get a program for you and we recommend something for you, it's for you. It's not going to work for anybody else. So everyone has to have that individual experience.
And what's your most asked for service? Because you mentioned you do pedicure, manicures, massages, facials, and you even mentioned the body sculpting. So tell us a little, about which one is the most asked for and how and what is the body sculpting? Because I think that's new to many of us.
Yes. So the biggest service that people really cling to is our pedicures, right? The pedicure, because of how we do it, it's a full service. So you don't just get your foot cleaned and then you go home.
Right.
It's scrub, it's massage, it's your polish, it's getting rid of the dead cells under your feet as well as your cuticles without damaging your foot. Right. Because we understand there's a delicate balance between healthy colors and unhealthy colors, right? So that is one of the biggest services. And I always say a foot massage is something people don't know they need until they get one.
Yeah, that is so true. And then we said, I have to put this on my schedule and do it more often, and then the time just goes, So viewers, self-care is important. Many of us, we work very hard, and yes, the special occasions are nice to celebrate self, or someone, gifts you with a self-care package. But we should really, pay attention. Don't wait until we are, in that later stage of life and now scrambling to do things the right way. Let's start now. And we know that we take care of material things, right? And the more we take care of it, we get better mileage out of it, as we say. So our bodies are sacred. It's special. Start to take care of self. So tell us about the Mother's Day special, because I know there's a Mother's Day special.
Yes, for sure. And our Mother's Day special started yesterday, actually, and it goes all the way to the 15th. So what we're offering is these pedicures that I told you about, full service, as well as a full body massage. Full body massage is another thing that people don't realize they need, because even the people we deal with stroke patients and people who have disabilities.
Right.
Massages bring them back.
Right.
You understand? Because people don't realize they have a lot of what we call it knots. So the body is tied up, it's too held up. So the massage helps to free it so that the body can actually do the healing that it's naturally made to do.
Right. And how can persons get in touch with you? Because you have the Mother's Day special in terms of booking you, not just for this weekend, but anytime they need your service.
Right. So we are at Buku, as I said before, and you can contact us at 730-0149. That's my direct contact. I'm the CEO. I'm Kadika. So if you want to get in contact with me, ask your questions, make your appointment, you can do that. Also, I am on social media. We have our Instagram, Facebook, and, we have WhatsApp as well. So WhatsApp is the best contact to get to me. Quick, fast, easy.
So I know earlier on, before we started, we were talking about me getting a little massage. I don't know if we have time for that still because the time is going. So maybe you can just, we can entice our viewers. So I'm going to get a very short, touch of Kadika, and I'll tell you how good it feels.
Yes.
Yeah? So make sure, and so you can do so now.
Nice. So let's get the experience. What I need you to do is lightly unbutton your shirt and bring it off the shoulders to me.
All right, so I'm preparing for my shoulder massage at this time, viewers, and that's part of the experience as well. So as I mentioned, we need to take care of ourselves. We work hard, and let's celebrate our mummies. Maybe you have an adoptive mother or just an auntie or somebody in the village who you look up to, and they always look out for you. Gift them with something like this, right? And, many persons have never had a massage, and as Kadika said, even with the foot massage, once you do it, you realize, wow, how awesome my body feels, and I should really do this more often. I know I say I should do it more often, but it never really happens, but I really need to do better. So, all right, Kadika.
Nice. So I'm going to bring it off the shoulders.
All right, so I have to get a little more there, right?
Just a bit, right, nice.
So once you book the services of Kadika, all right, and it's Exhale by Haley, she will take good care of you. And this is just a little sample of the type of services offered. And I can feel the knots already loosening. Yes, you feel that something moving through your body as she gives this magic touch. So what part are you massaging now?
So we're doing a neck massage. The neck is where we hold a lot of tension. And we want to always try to release this portion because this directly affects the brain. It affects your balance.
Right.
So we always ensure to pay attention to the neck. A lot of times, masseuse get lost in doing the entire body, but we always make sure to focus on the neck, right? The neck needs a lot of attention. Right.
And of course, sometimes in our culture, you find men and self-care. Of course, the younger ones, I think, and the younger male professions are more open to things like this. But the older gentlemen, do you find that they are the ones who may not be willing to avail of services like this?
Well, older guys, actually, they are less, I shouldn't say the word prideful, but they realize that, listen, I need to take care of me.
Right.
They realize that because when you do massages and you always ensure that your blood circulation is working well,
right.
You understand? The things that men pride a lot work well as well. So
I get
sure
you.
To get that
viewers, I hope you got that right. So viewers, thank you so much for staying with us and learning more about Kadika Pollard's business, Exhale by Haley. And can you just repeat your phone number again so they can get in contact with you?
The contact is 730-0149 and we're located at Boku, right? That's 730-0149.
Right, so make sure and call that number. Spots are going quickly. And if a neck massage feels like this, I can only imagine what a full body massage will feel like. So viewers, thank you for staying with us. We go for a quick break. And when we return, we meet our next set of guests.
Game is on. You don't want to miss the best moments. With AMPLIA TV, you can enjoy our ultimate sports package and watch your favorite games on the go. Stay connected and informed with sports news, scores, and stats with AMPLIA's fastest internet speeds. Up to 1 gigabyte fiber internet, you can stream riveting football action, cricket, NBA games, and much more. With AMPLIA, it's game on. Visit amplia.co.tt or call 800-4663. AMPLIA. Do more, live more.
Welcome to Tobago Glass Supplies, where innovation meets excellence and service reigns supreme.
Well, I want a proper window for me house, yeah? I want no shake thing in my place.
Our commitment is simple: to provide high-quality, innovative aluminum, vinyl, and glass solutions for both commercial and residential spaces.
We get one wall on the side and we get one hole. You can put a window there, invent something, a window for put there.
At TGSL, we don't just meet needs, we exceed expectations. Our range includes the finest aluminum cladding options, setting new standards in durability and style.
Well, me need ya. Me don't know who I'm talking to, but I have been cousin Tofina tell me for call all you go get proper thing for put that. Me don't know.
Driven by our passion to elevate, we aim to be the leading supplier in the Caribbean market while retaining our identity as a family-owned business.
Driven? No, I ain't driving. I get a bus ticket. One of me pick me them go drop me down there. Must bring me down there. Russo Trace Springer down by the place down there.
Because at Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, it's not just about products, it's about relationships. It's about you.
It's all about me? Who's your family? You know Edna and Dorka and them, you know them, but you resemble them Edward boy and them Edward people them you.
Tobago Glass Supplies, Russo Trace Spring Garden, telephone number 639-6266. Innovation, quality, service. That's Tobago Glass Supplies Limited.
Do you think you know Premier League or Champions League football? What about international cricket or the IPL and CPL? How about NBA basketball? Well, now you can put your skills to work to earn some extra cash by betting on the games with TT Bet Arena. Simply go to our website, choose a sport you want to bet on, find the games and place your bets. And with your computer or mobile device, you can bet from anywhere. Just go to ttbetarena.com, sign up for a free account, make a deposit, and start betting. It's that simple. You can even qualify for our $2,000 sign-up bonus. We also have horse racing, plus live casino games where you can bet using TT dollars. And check our new Tobago location at 7B Milford Road, Crown Point. For more info, call or WhatsApp 494-0634. TT Bet Arena, the #1 sports betting company in Trinidad and Tobago.
Quartz is well known as the Caribbean's largest retailer, providing consumers for generations with the very best products to enhance their homes. This year, we bring our expertise to businesses. Quartz Business Solutions will serve small, medium, and large companies with the very best products at the most competitive prices, backed by warranties and after-sales support. Hoteliers, office managers, restaurants, and so many more. Quartz Business Solutions, a brand of the Unicomer Group.
Are you in a dispute with a registered investment service provider of the TTSEC? Or maybe you're the victim of an investment scam? You can lodge a complaint or submit an anonymous tip to the Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission. Download our Investor Protection app or go to ttsec.org.tt to access our complaint form or submit an anonymous tip. Write a clear summary of your complaint. Submit copies of supporting documents along with the originals for verification. Provide a copy of the feedback received from the entity regarding your complaint. All investor complaints or scam reports submitted by the public are acknowledged and reviewed by the TTSEC. Investigations are pursued based on the outcome of the review. Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission, protecting the interests of investors and the public. You invest, we protect. Everyone benefits.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries, and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tobago's at your service.
TNTech is pleased to advise that its Roxborough Service Center has reopened. Starting Monday, 10th March, customers can once more visit the Roxborough Administrative Building to pay TNTech bills, request new connections, and more. TNTech, powering the nation into the next generation.
Thank you for staying with Tobago Updates Television. I'm your host, Natalie Seeley Richardson. And as I mentioned before, we are coming to you live from the Magdalena Grand. And yes, you witnessed, I got a neck massage. Let me tell you, amazing. My producer even had to give me a little buff to come and do this next segment because the masseuse found a knot in my neck and she was determined to get it out. And I'm very thankful. Magical hands, so make sure and call Exhale by Haley. Switching gears, we're talking about pageantry right now. I know on the morning show, we spoke about Code of Fashion 7, and we are still talking about fashion, but this time from a different angle. And I have Miss Douglas with us this morning. Good morning, Miss Douglas.
A pleasant good morning to you and Tobago.
And welcome to Tobago Updates Television. Now tell me, you are the manager of a plus-size beauty pageant. Tell us a little more about that pageant and how long you have been doing this.
Okay, this pageant will be hosted on May 10th at the Bishop High School, 7 o'clock. Sharp, all local actors, we have, or artists, I should say.
Right.
We have 7 contestants. Today you will see 5.
Okay.
We have 2 that is unable to be here this morning.
Right.
So we are urging Tobago to come out and have a good one.
So it's tomorrow at Bishop, 7
It's a pre-Mother's Day gift to
Right.
Tobagonians.
Good.
I've been doing this about approximately 15 years under the Scarborough Police Youth Club.
Okay.
That went under, and now I'm doing it on my own.
Right.
So
let's talk about the theme of it. It's beautiful.
Am I,
right?
It says it for itself.
Yes. And, you know, this is Mother's Day weekend, as we say. So if you are looking for an event, you're not quite sure of what plans, you haven't put plans in place, you know, this is something you can bring that special lady out, or just bring the family out and support our beautiful women on the island. Tickets. How can persons get tickets?
Okay, tickets are located at Scarborough, at Charles Watt Repair Center, Anchor Marketing and Distribution up at Highmore,
right,
and Anchor Bar and Grill at Mount Irving Beach Facility.
Right. And why?
It's 150.
Right. So it's 150, and that's not bad at all. Come out and have a beautiful evening at Bishop's High School tomorrow at 7 p.m. Why plus size?
Plus size. Plus size women seems to be always left behind with low self-esteem, feeling less than they are.
Right.
So, and I am plus size.
Right.
So I said, why not?
Mm-hmm.
So here we are.
And, you know, we even saw that with our Miss Universe TNT representative last year for 2024, Miss Janelle Fungs. And she was not your stereotypical beauty pageant size.
Size 6
right?
or size 8, right?
Especially representing on a world stage like Miss Universe. And a lot of us, you know, criticized her. But when she was, you know, a crowd favorite, and you realize the judges like her, you know, people jump on the bandwagon and say, yes, that's our girl. So it's good that you're giving our ladies here in Tobago that forum. And viewers, we are going to meet 5 of those young ladies. They will introduce themselves to us, tell us which village they are representing. So you're getting a little sneak peek of who is going to be there tomorrow evening. So let's have our first lady come across, our first contestant, and she'll be followed by the others. So if you can just look into the camera, come
center.
Right, and introduce yourself and tell us who you're representing.
Hi, good morning, Tobago. I am Jamali Waldron, and I will be representing the beautiful community of Collar Hall.
Thank you so much. Let's have our next lady, our next contestant. So they are representing villages, and I know that you are going to come out and represent. We just met Miss Calder Hall, and here we have Miss, she'll tell you who she is. Let me not introduce her.
Good morning, Tobago. I represent the clean, green, serene village of Moriah. My name is Tushina Virgil, and we are looking for you to come out and enjoy and support us.
All right. Thank you, Miss Virgil, representing Moriah. And we have another young lady coming, and she will also introduce herself. She has a beautiful smile this morning.
Thank you. Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Kenny Sidu, and I'm going to be representing the beautiful village of Canby, Mount Pleasant. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miss Canby, Mount Pleasant. And our next contestant. All right, and these ladies, they have bright smiles this morning. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. My name is Safia Lebondongs, and I will be representing the small village with a big heart, John Dial.
I like that. Small village with a big heart. Thank you so much. And our 5th contestant we are meeting. So remember, 2 couldn't be here. So this is our 5th contestant we're meeting this morning.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning. I am Alyssa Mackenzie, and I am representing the small village of Mount Grace.
All right, so we have Mount Grace in the house. Thank you so much, ladies. And that was just a little sneak peek of, some of the contestants, and they will be representing. Tell us the categories they would be in tomorrow, because with pageants, whether it's swimwear, evening gown, talent. Tell us, not giving out too much, because I want the people come and, be wow, but tell us a little what we can expect.
Okay, you can expect a bubbly beachwear segment, and then we also have the talent segment and the evening gown.
Mm-hmm. And what's the criteria for the young ladies who are part of this pageant? What was their criteria? Because of course, it's plus size. Tell me a little about.
That says it all now.
Right.
Once you're plus size, welcome.
And what we consider plus size?
200 plus.
Okay. All right. And, it's good that you're giving these ladies an avenue to express themselves. As you say, we live in a society where, although in the Caribbean, we're not size zeros, we have curves, but somehow still, we look down on them and we may say, oh, they like that because they're lazy, etc. But we know better than that.
Of course.
So, Ms. Douglas, continue to do what you do, continue to give these ladies an avenue to strut their stuff, show what they have. And viewers, again, it's tomorrow evening, that's Saturday, the 10th of May at Bishop's High School, 7 p.m. sharp, and tickets are only $150. We're always looking for something to do over the weekend, and this is going to be family friendly, so you can, come out, support our beautiful women of Tobago. Right? We got it. So thank you again, Ms. Douglas, and viewers, thank you for staying with us. After this break, we return and we talk about mothers.
Thank you. Have a good one.
With Flow Business's new smart solutions, powered by super fast, reliable broadband, you'll feel like there are more versions of you working for you. From website design, development, and digital marketing to promote your business, 24/7 business class support to cloud solutions, security, and more. Multiply your growth today.
Coconut's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, buljoil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
MI4 Security Services Company is the most advanced security service in Tobago. Ask about our cash and transit service. It's safe, risk-free, reliable, and timely. We provide safe banking delivery for all business types and sizes with highly trained staff, 24/7 monitoring, coordinated emergency response, and a well-maintained fleet of armored vehicles. Contact us at 660-7723 or visit our website at www.mi4securitytt.com to sign up today.
Want to get better? Where to start? What kind of exercise to do? What to eat? How to get restful sleep? Need a doctor to search for root cause? Look no further. Come to Majuba Hill Lifestyle Center Foundation at our Wellness Center in Goodwood, or Food Hub in Darrow Springs, Scarborough, or Doctor's Office in Goodwood and Darrow Spring. Contact 49 Swift 4979438.
Courts is well known as the Caribbean's largest retailer, providing consumers for generations with the very best products to enhance their homes. This year, we bring our expertise to businesses. Courts Business Solutions will serve small, medium, and large companies with the very best products at the most competitive prices, backed by warranties and after-sales support. Hoteliers, office managers, restaurants, and so many more. Quartz Business Solutions, a brand of the Unicomer Group.
It's a different type of thing down there. Man, we party till we drop down there. With a lot of pretty girls down there. Down in Tobago. It's a brand new morning, rise up to a brand new dawning. As the passion start to rise, the energy fill the skies. I say thanks a favor to wake up and hear me neighbor. 60,000 people strong, and the vibes is never wrong. We are beauty, we are power, we are people in the sun. We are beaches, we are rivers, we are melanated ones. We special and there is no denying. Tobago is number one. I am you and you are me. Together we stronger. Good morning, Tobago. Good morning, Tobago. Good morning, Tobago.
Thank you, viewers, and welcome. A little bit about our experience as mothers. Now, we are not veterans, we are not experts, but we have learned and we are growing as we are on our motherhood journey. So the ages of our children range from 19 months to 11 years. Yes? So we have that under our belt. So good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
And it's really fun to have you with me this morning. You all hold your own on the various, morning shows. Patty, we have you on the evening.
The best place to stay in Tobago is at Thorn's Place with rates starting as low as 200 TT. Call or WhatsApp 745-7306 or 682-8676. We are located uptown Scarborough, 5 minutes away from the port. Remember, at Thorn's Place, our aim is to make your stay safe and affordable.
Courts is well known as the Caribbean's largest retailer, providing consumers for generations with the very best products to enhance their homes. This year, we bring our expertise to businesses. Courts Business Solutions will serve small, medium, and large companies with the very best products at the most competitive prices, backed by warranties and after-sales support. Hoteliers, office managers, restaurants, and so many more. Courts Business Solutions, a brand of the Unicomer Group.
TNTech is pleased to advise that its Roxborough Service Center has reopened. Starting Monday, 10th March, customers can once more visit the Roxborough Administrative Building to pay TNTech bills, request new connections, and more. TNTech, powering the nation into the next generation.
It's a brand new morning, rise up to a brand new dawning. As the passion start to rise, the energy fill the skies. I say thanks for favor to wake up and hear me neighbor.
Viewers, so we had a little glitch, but I'm just going to reintroduce the ladies who are sitting with me. Power ladies, I would describe them, of Tobago Updates Television, and all mothers. Adana, Chanel, and Pat. Good morning, ladies, and it's a pleasure to have you on GMT this morning. We know Adana from the morning show. You know Chanel from GNT. She holds down Monday through Thursdays while I'm here on Friday. And Pat, of course, reps in the evening for news, and you see her occasionally when we have different projects. So we're talking about mothers this morning. Our children span between the ages 11 and the youngest is 19 months. And we have, let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think it's 6 children, yes, amongst the 4 of us. By no means we call ourselves experts, but we just want to share a little with you this morning as we also prepare to celebrate mothers. And we are going to be celebrated, and we also have our mothers and the women in our lives who we will be celebrating. So I'll start with Chanel. You know, being the youngest in the group in terms of your motherhood experience. What's motherhood to you?
I mean, as I said before, I think motherhood is pretty ghetto. 0 out of 10 would not recommend it. I mean, I'm joking, but at the same time, motherhood to me is so important, but it only really works when you have that support.
Right.
You know, everyone does not have that privilege, and that's why we have moms having such burnout and anxiety and all the other things that we see coming with the load that is motherhood. And, you know, very seldom do you hear people talking about how important it is to have that support, whether it be from your partner, your family, your friends, or just having that community that helps to raise your children, especially when you are young and you are still very career driven, like every woman sitting here. You know, I don't know any one of us being a stay-at-home mom or, you know.
As yet.
Something we aspire to. We all are still pursuing those dreams and aspirations. And in order to do that and still be able to be that mother figure, that support is necessary.
Right. And I have had the experience of being a stay-at-home mommy, just not, and I'm not talking about the COVID times, right? I think we all had that if we had kids then. But outside of that, and let me tell you, it's one of the reasons I have not returned to work full-time. Right, so I balance my career. I do things part-time projects. I work in our family business, etc. Because I'm having that experience of staying home with them and seeing them grow and just share these moments. Yes, it gets stressful because sometimes you have to really find that balancing, even as a stay-at-home mom. But I wouldn't trade it for the world. And just recently, I told my husband, I said, I really think I need to just be home. And when I say be home, some people think stay-at-home moms, we do nothing. Maybe that's in the life of the rich and fabulous. Yeah, but a stay-at-home mom, I was always doing something. You have the home to see about their errands. You tend to be more hands-on with your children in terms of the co-curricular activities because you can support them. But I wouldn't recommend it for everybody. You have to know, and as you made a joke, Chanel, in terms of motherhood being ghetto, and seriously, it can be. There are moments when it can be, and not in a negative way, but it's really an experience, and it has its high and it has its lows. Right. If we're keeping it real. And I'll come to Pat. Pat, you are the only one here who has daughter and son. Do you have to switch your mommy style for daughter and son, and how so?
Yeah, not just in terms of the different genders, but personalities.
Right.
My son is on the reserve side, so I don't really have to. Sometimes I have to coax him into doing things. So he's more laid back. My daughter,
take a breath. Take a breath.
If I'm ever tired, it's because of her.
Take a breath.
Yes, I really have to get some more energy from somewhere to deal with my daughter. My son is on the reserve side. Together, I couldn't ask for anything better. Right? And they, as a team, he is 11, she is 2, but they act like if they're the same age. She loves her lot. She protects him.
Right. I would imagine.
You hear that, right? She protects him. He's 11 and she's 2. She protects him. And he loves her. So I enjoy looking at their bond.
Right.
But yes, I really do have to use different strategies in dealing with both of them.
Wow. And Adana, let's bring it to you now, because you are mommy of one, and in this society, when you have one, what's the saying? One is no child.
Let me just refute that saying, right? Let me refute that saying.
I don't subscribe to it, but I have been told that when I just had one, and you hear one is no child. In this culture, we love to give people babies, right? Yeah.
So you know Huggies, the brand Huggies, right? They came out with a line and they called it one and done.
Yes.
That's me. They were talking about me because that's it. Punto finito. But the journey for me has been very, very challenging. And as the other lady said, it's something new. I've never been a mother before.
Right.
So, you had to learn on the go. And it was really, really challenging and at the same time rewarding, because here you are learning about something that is new and something that is different, and caring for somebody who's his total reliance is on you. And here I feel so very, very important. And while you feel important, you also feel stressed and drained, and your energy, you need the energy because you have to be there for this person who is totally dependent on you. And I have seen so many successes in taking care of this child in terms of being able to form the narrative around him, because we have negative notions with mothers bringing up sons, and sons being so clingy to their mothers. But I had that village you spoke about, that community that kind of came around me and kind of helped me.
Excellent.
And there's something, I like to cuddle. I love to cuddle my son, and I'm very sorry for those of you who think I shouldn't. I'm gonna do it.
Right.
That's what mothers do.
Exactly.
Mothers cuddle their sons. Fathers are there to teach and to toughen them up. I'm gonna cuddle, you do the toughening up. And so I am still learning how to be a mother. As he grows, so I grow as well. My skills will grow as well. I come to learn and understand things about him and myself as I continue to parent him. There are things that I want for him, but there are also things that he wants for himself. And so I have to find the balance. How do I strike the balance in terms of, should I go the direction he wants, or should I enforce what I want? And so I give him the free rein to kind of choose. So let's say for sporting activities, he might choose 1 million, but he will narrow down to 1. So it really is about, how do I give myself to this child in a way that is beneficial to him and rewarding for me. For me, that's what motherhood is about.
And Chanel, you wanted to add something?
I wanted to ask the lady something because I am pretty new. I think I'm the rookie. Right? And I personally don't think that I have any experience to teach anybody anything. But when it comes to balancing your relationship and having a child, you know, some persons, they are no longer with the father of their children or their husband, but regardless of what, you still have to co-parent, whether you're in a relationship or not.
Right.
So how do you balance the responsibility between you and your partner or the
Well, I have
the
that
other
experience,
parent?
so I could tell you, it boils down to understanding what are the needs of the child.
Right.
You have to know what the basic needs of a child are. When you become a parent, your life is no longer your own. Some people, it's very, very difficult for some people to accept, but once you accept and understand what it means, it doesn't mean that you can't be yourself, but there are things you have to sacrifice to ensure that this child's needs are met. So financially, mentally, socially, physically, you have to be present for that child for each of the stages of the child's life. With me and my son's dad, we kind of take, no, I wouldn't say 50-50, but what we do is we play on our strengths.
Right.
So the strengths that I have, I will bring that to the table. The strength that he has, he will bring it to the table. So we kind of balance it in that kind of way. So it's not 50-50. It really is what works for you and the partner at the time.
Right. And that's where a discussion, I think communication is very important.
That's the thing.
Because even if you are, you and your husband, in this case, together. So for example, in my home, my husband and I, we have to have discussions because when you make assumptions and you think we all grew up a particular way, and if I have my expectations and I keep that to me, it's going to cause problems because he has his own expectations from his experiences. So you need to have that communication, whether you're living with daddy or daddy's out of the home, because your main goal is to bring these children up in a balanced way and a safe environment. So even sometimes with I have to see that mommy connection. It's sometimes, I'm going in the bathroom and I hear knock, knock. Oh, all the conversations have to happen while I'm in the bathroom. And I'm like, boys, when I'm eating, I usually ask them for mommy time. I say, when I'm eating, and if we're having dinner together, that's different. But if I'm sitting just to have that moment to eat, I need to eat. And please, when I'm taking a shower, keep all the questions. Mommy's going to come out and you have all of me. But please, it's amazing how they have all the questions or all the exciting things as soon as I go.
Most inappropriate.
When you want to do something by yourself for yourself.
And so I'm always negotiating, okay, I hear you. You are so important. And I use those words and I want to hear you. I want to give you my all. But if mommy bathing, I can't give you my all. And things like that. But you have to have that discussion. So with my husband and I, sometimes even I'm tired. And reality is I spend more time with my boys than he does because of his work schedule. But sometimes, he would come home and he would go into whatever. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, he needs to get these boys and let me have some time. But I sit there and I'm getting upset, but I need to communicate it to him. So after we had that conversation, he's now more aware, okay, I need to take these boys off a hand a little and that kind of thing. So the communication is quite important.
So relatable. Because you see the assumption part, and that happens to me a lot where I'm there like, okay, so you can take them up. But he's probably tired too. I'm thinking the same thing too. So it's about communication.
Yeah, you have to.
But then so important. One more question in regards to like the actual relationship, like your connection.
Or like spending time.
Like how do you balance that?
I think in the initial stages for me personally, it was strained a bit because of course you're spending more time with the baby. The baby needs you more than anything else at the very young stage. So it was strained a bit, but we have decided intentionally to set aside time every week. Sometimes every other night we watch a movie together, small things. And you would be surprised how those small things could have an impact on the relationship in terms of
and that's the key there, Patty. See, intentional. And I love you all do it weekly. So my husband and I, our goal is once for the month. So we have a date night. Of course, in between things will happen, but once for the month, because we've realized that, you mentioned that your life changes. I have heard some women say, oh, I'm not letting my child change my life. Reality check, hello, it will change. It is going to change, so intentionally that one. And so what we have to do now, because sometimes it's meetings, there's all these different things happening. So we block it off. This is the night we're going out. So anybody comes for that date, sorry, it's taken. Because even if we just kind of wing it, you'll realize the month passed. So it has to be intentional. And it doesn't have to be, as Pat says, the little things, whether it's a little drive, a little ice cream, just dropping them by,
or just sitting
somewhere.
in silence. Hello, sitting in silence.
But ladies, as I said, we can talk for an hour easily on this topic, and it's really just to share with our viewers a little bit about us and our motherhood experience. And I know for some it's not easy because they do it alone. They don't have that support. It really takes a village to raise a child. And you know, we even have mothers here who would have lost their child, whether through miscarriage or even in childbirth. And it's never an easy road. And for me, and I would have mentioned this sometime, maybe not on this forum, but for me, once I see a pregnant woman, I call her mother. You know, sometimes we wait until the birthing process is complete, but everything happens with that baby forming in your womb, and you form that attachment. And that's why if you lose that child, the grieving is so difficult because you have formed a bond with that child, you know. And just very quickly, I don't know, all of you, your pregnancies were like A-okay, grand.
Girl, I wish. You know? I wish.
As I see. So for me, I tell people, if I just have to make just the pregnancy, I could be pregnant every 9 months, because for me, it's like textbook. I could climb a tree. I don't feel sick. People talk about cravings. I don't know what that is, right? But the trouble with me is my birthing experiences. And because of that, my husband even told me he can't go through that again because it's a lot. So my first child was born prematurely. And, you know, even now, he turned 10 this week. And even now, I show him the little suit he came out of the hospital with, a little preemie suit. Literally, it's about this size. And it was drowning him. And, you know, he always looks back and I say, you are my special child because they told me you were going to be a stillborn. But for some reason, and well, when we say that, it's really God for me, you know, you heard a faint little cry and they just whisk him off. And, you know, he stayed in the hospital incubated for like 31 days. And, you know, when we look at motherhood, and, you know, that birthing process, the old people say it's 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And we take so much for granted, you know, so much. So I must, you know, applaud you for being here and even sharing. And to the women out there who are, it's not that easy. And let me just bring in the social media aspect. Some women paint these glorious motherhood stories.
It's a lie from the pits of hell.
You know, the homes are all white furniture. When you come by me,
I really want a white couch regardless, so don't knock the white couch, please.
When your son gets older,
have to learn how to
adjust,
get around this couch.
And they will adjust, but that will become the favorite chair for them too, you know. And, you know, it's just all these adjustments, but I would encourage us not to lose ourselves. You know, yes, it's about our children, but it's the importance, again, striking the balance, even for ourselves. You know, we had a segment earlier, self-care, not just for Mother's Day, but, you know, so let me allow you to maybe leave a little nugget for a mother who might just need that encouragement, and any one of you could do that, because I know our time is well spent, and we need to wrap up.
Do not be afraid to ask for help.
Right.
I always think that I could do it by myself. And I do it. But then I'm like, Papa, you have so many people that you could ask for help. So don't be afraid to ask for help. I've started asking for help, and asking for help helps you.
Right. And I think my message would be for the women who have lost their mothers, or anybody who have lost a mom. It is extremely difficult, especially when you are now beginning to walk that road of motherhood and feeling like, I really wish my mom was here to share this moment in time with me. And it's quite difficult, but sometimes it's our opportunity to be the mom that we never had, or even to carry on a greater legacy. So, sending her.
A minute. You know, separate yourself and give yourself some love. Give yourself some grace. Mom guilt out the door, and you comes first in that moment. So that's my advice.
And motherhood comes with highs and lows, and don't be afraid of the lows. Sometimes we look at people on the outside and we say, oh, they have it all together, and I want to be that type of mommy, and you don't know the struggles. So when you have those low moments, know you are quite normal. And my advice to you is, don't be afraid to tell your children sorry. Sometimes as mothers, we make the wrong call, and in your quiet time, you know, you said, I should have dealt with that different. Go and tell that child sorry. I know maybe the old school parents will disagree with me. But go and tell that child sorry. Talk about it. Express how you feel. Allow that child to express how they feel as well. We are all humans, and in doing that, you're teaching your child as well it's okay to make mistakes and recognize it, and we can all grow from that experience. So don't be too hard on yourself. All right, so thank you so much, ladies, and we wish all our mommies a very happy Mother's Day.
That's right.
And to those who will be celebrating their mothers, because you have mommy still, you know, make it a special moment. And remember, Mother's Day doesn't just come by only one day for the year, all right? Anybody you have in your life who means a lot, let them feel appreciated right through the year. So I take this time to wish you ladies, all right, my friends, my colleagues, a very happy Mother's Day. And let's just keep pressing on no matter what.
Thank you so much, and same to you. Happy Mother's Day to all of you.
All right, so that's it for now. We have a quick break, and when we return, someone will join me to share some very important information. All right, so viewers, we're coming back, and make sure you are here for that announcement.
Okay.
When the game is on, you don't want to miss the best moments. With AMPLIA TV, you can enjoy our ultimate sports package and watch your favorite games on the go. Stay connected and informed with sports news, scores, and stats with AMPLIA's fastest internet speeds. Up to 1 gigabyte fiber internet, you can stream riveting football action, cricket, NBA games, and much more. With AMPLIA, it's game on. Visit amplia.co.tt or call 800-4663. AMPLIA. Do more, live more.
Do you think you know Premier League or Champions League football? What about international cricket or the IPL and CPL? How about NBA basketball? Well, now you can put your skills to work to earn some extra cash by betting on the games with TT Bet Arena. Simply go to our website, choose a sport you want to bet on, find the games, and place your bets. And with your computer or mobile device, you can bet from anywhere. Just go to ttbetarena.com, sign up for a free account, make a deposit, and start betting. It's that simple. You can even qualify for our $2,000 sign-up bonus. We also have horse racing, plus live casino games where you can bet using TT dollars. And check our new Tobago location at 7B Milford Road, Crown Point. For more info, call or WhatsApp 494-0634. TT Bet Arena, the #1 sports betting company in Trinidad and Tobago.
Are you in a dispute with a registered investment service provider of the TTSEC? Or maybe you're the victim of an investment scam? You can lodge a complaint or submit an anonymous tip to the Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission. Download our Investor Protection app or go to ttsec.org.tt to access our complaint form or submit an anonymous tip. Write a clear summary of your complaint. Submit copies of supporting documents along with the originals for verification. Provide a copy of the feedback received from the entity regarding your complaint. All investor complaints or scam reports submitted by the public are acknowledged and reviewed by the TTSEC. Investigations are pursued based on the outcome of the review. Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission, protecting the interests of investors and the public. You invest, we protect.
You are here with me still, and I really appreciate it. Sitting with me is Ria, events coordinator at the Magdalena brand, and of course, we're talking about Mother's Day. So tell us what's in store here for Mother's Day.
So Mother's Day, of course, is an entire day for us. So we start off with breakfast. Breakfast is from 7 a.m. till 10:30. You can come down, have something nice to eat, bring mom, celebrate her.
Yes.
And we are also doing brunch. Brunch is a lovely, extensive menu we're going to have in our ballroom with a little treat for mom.
All right, so something special.
Something special. Bring mom out for brunch. It's $371.25 for brunch. It is going to be a very big menu. So we're going to have some breakfast items, and we'll also have some lunch items for those who want, a proper lunch.
Right, and tell me, what's the time for the brunch? Because you mentioned the breakfast is from 7 to
So brunch
10.
will be from 12:30 till 3 p.m. Yes, we'll be in the ballroom, and we'll have some items and, little giveaways as well. So you can bring mom down as well.
Right, so for those of you who go to church on Sunday, this is an an opportune time after service, you can come to the Magdalena Grand and let mommy feel special. Maybe you had planned to cook, but you can't really manage the kitchen. So just put aside the 371, bring the family out. That's not a bad price at all for what is going to be offered. And sometimes Sunday we laser wrong, so we might miss the breakfast, but you'll be ready for brunch. And if we miss brunch, what do we do?
If you miss brunch, don't feel free to come for dinner. We're gonna have a nice dinner spread on for mothers as well. If your mommy wants to relax during the day, bring her out in the evening, and dinner starts from 7 p.m. till 10 o'clock.
Right. So definitely Magdalena Grand is catering for you mothers and catering for those who need to make mommy feel special on Sunday. So you have it breakfast, brunch, or dinner right here at the Magdalena Grand. So what's the number persons can call? Do they need to make reservations? What's the process?
So reservations are required for all of the different items. So you can call 660-8500 or you can email us at sales@magdalenagrand.com. If it is easier for some of us tech people, you can just WhatsApp us on, Instagram or Facebook. Okay. You can send a message and we will get the information from you.
All right. So easy. All right. My sons like to say easy squeezy lemon squeezy, right? Easy like that just for you. So thank you so much for sharing.
My pleasure.
And again, viewers, thank you for staying with us this morning on our extended GMT. It's always a pleasure having you, and it's Friday, the weekend. Remember, you are your brother's keeper. So let's look out for each other. And you still have time to put things in place for mommy. I know some of you are last minute, but don't let Sunday come and nothing is unplanned. And you just heard it right here. Ria told us. So you're all right. You're on the inside. Organize yourself, 660-8500, or you can find them on the social media platforms and message them. Thank you, viewers, and have a beautiful Friday and a blessed weekend. Until we meet again.